Victor Golf. I'm back, John. You're there?
Yeah, certainly am. Yeah, your great signal. You're 15 over and booming. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Actually, matter of fact, I'm only running a 600 watt right now. I was giving a demonstration to Martin, the station I was talking to give him a demo about the difference in the power. But good to hear you. I talked to Mohammed earlier, maybe hour and a half ago, and I was checking about you. Say, where have you been? Haven't talked to you for a week. How are you?
Yeah, doing well. Yeah, I don't get a chance really to speak with him when I'm on the late shift. So I finish work around 10:15 local time. And then I get ready. I leave our place at around 10:30, and then I cycle home, and I'm home at 11. Now, normally, because my son is he's on holidays at the moment, he comes to collect me. So he goes on his bike from home to work, and then we go back together. Over.
Yeah, Roger. Well, keep you healthy, my friend. Absolutely keep you healthy there. QSL. Yeah, I was talking to Mohammed. Maybe it was around 5 o'clock or something like that, and he was pretty strong actually. So I talked to him for 10 minutes or so, and I said, "Where is John?" And they say, "Yeah, I talk to him every day on a WhatsApp or something." But anyway, good to hear you. I've been on the radio for almost 3 hours now. And I was about ready to sign off. Then you came in. But glad to hear you. Is families home, or I know they were traveling last week. Are they back?
Yes, they are back. By the way, you're 20 over most of the time. Yeah, they came back. They had a great time. They left on Saturday morning very early, and I collected them at around 4 o'clock. On Wednesday afternoon, but they had a terrific time. It's kind of like a hidden gem, that country. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, good. Well, they're back safe and sound. That's good to hear. Yeah, I had all my friends came over this weekend. All my from India when we were in the kindergarten together, so I know them throughout my whole life. And they live around here. Some of them, a couple of them lives in the U.S. 3 of them actually lives in the U.S. One lives in Canada. And they all came over Saturday morning, and they were here till Monday morning. So we had lots of fun, lots of talking, a lot less sleep, and lots of fun. Really, I enjoyed the time. Almost made me tired. I was dragging myself yesterday, but we had a really wonderful time when they were here. We do that once a year. Once a year we all get together. And as you know, when you know each other from kindergarten, you pretty much know everything about them. So there is no filter, Roger.
Yeah, no, that sounds great. But of course, when I think of all those get-togethers and everything like that, lots of work for the ladies. Over.
Yeah, well, we were fully prepared, and everybody pitch in when they come in. This is a friend where we don't feel obligation, so we have to do everything. We were prepared. They came prepared, and everything we did was together. So it was fun. It wasn't much work, really. Just a good time. And the great thing about this one is all of our friends' wives get along great with them, each other. So we have 2 group of people, all my friends and all the ladies. They have their things going on, we have our things going on, and nobody's bored.
Yeah, Roger, and you're not. You're not. Did you ever have a visitor or something like that, or even someone on the radio? And you're trying to think of what to say. Over.
Nope, not here. Here we try what not to say, because sometimes we have to be careful because we know about each other too much.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just out of curiosity, I have no idea what you're on, but is it the 5,000? Over.
Negative. I'm on a non actually.
Yeah, well, funny you should say that. I was talking with I don't know if you've spoken with David. Now he's probably a little bit too close to you, but November 1 Delta Romeo Sierra. Over.
No, I don't think so. I ever spoken to him.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, he was booming, and he was also on with his 7,000. I think maybe you're on the G2, but anyway, he was on with the 7,000, and he was saying that if he had to give up all his radios, that would be the last one he'd give up. Over.
Yeah, well, I know. Then when the people are new to Anan, they almost get into that kind of a thing. But when you're using Anan for too long, that's not the case. In my case, I like all my radios. Anan is a great radio, but it has its own quirk. Certain things I like about other radios compared to the Anan. Well, it's a good radio. It's definitely a good radio. Came a long way. You gotta realize that I am with the Anan. Before the Anan was born, I was playing with the original Hermes board back in the days. So it came a long way. It's come a long way, but it still had some issues. People don't realize that.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm on the little baby radio tonight. Over.
Yeah, and look, there is no difference which radio you're using. You sound same, you operate same, so it does not matter. I have that baby radio sitting up there. I haven't touched that thing for more than a couple of years now.
Yeah, Roger. Well, in fact, I have another little baby radio that's on standby if this one ran into trouble. But just out of curiosity, when is your wife leaving for her month's trip? Over.
Next week, Tuesday, she's going to be out, and I'm going to be home alone for a month.
Wow, that's so no one to. Well, you're probably a great cook. Over.
Oh, cooking is never a problem for me. I rather cook. I got family here. My son lives only 4 miles away. My daughter is only maybe 7 or 8 miles away. And they always offer for me to come for dinner or cook something. And I graciously say no. I will take care of myself. Cooking is the last thing I worry about. And that's never a problem. So I don't mind it. I may have a project planned while she's away. I want to put up another tower, and I want to do some digging for that. And while she's away, maybe it's a month-long time. I think it's going to be plenty of good time to take care of it.
Yeah, Roger, on that. Kilo Echo 3, Victor Golf, Oscar November 8, Echo India for ID. Yeah, well, I'm sure you've come across men that their wives don't like antennas and masts. Over.
Well, that's their problem. I fully got into it. I have my, we have a boundaries which we don't cross. And as long as we stay within the boundary, nobody restrict anybody else. So that's where it goes here. And my wife really don't care what I do outside, pretty much. And I really don't care what she does inside, pretty much.
Yeah, well, that sounds like our house. And in fact, I bought this house in '96 for the hobby, and the garden was quite big. So we split the garden in two. One was for her, and the other one was for me with the antennas and masts. Over.
Yeah, that's where it goes. Look, marriage is a compromise, and as long as you know how to compromise, you'll have a happy, long life. And John, I've been married for 40 years now, and there's not much left to talk about other than just approve or disapprove silent way.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I remember in earlier years, it doesn't happen too much now, but she'd make a suggestion, and I'd say, well, that doesn't sound great, but then I'd go away, and I'd come back about 4 hours later, and I'd say, actually, that's a great idea. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, I'm looking at the guy you're talking about, Enver DRS, his website, and he got a bunch of gears for the outdoor audios. Believe me, John, I have every piece of gear he has. I have it here, but I don't use it. Anand has such a great system within the radio that you don't need all that stuff.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you're exactly right. Yeah, and he's also got the VK amp, the 2 kilowatt version. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, VK amp is a good amp. And I talked to Andre many times actually. I have my amp pretty much is a 2.5 kilowatt, the one I'm using right now. And there is using the same thing, but I think he's using the different devices. I'm using MRF 1K80 pair of them. He preferred to use that MRF 300, I think. That's the difference.
Yeah, Roger, on that. Well, anyway, I have no idea. I'm on the ACOM 1200S, so I've no idea what's in that. But it's I've had it now for nearly 2 years, and it's served me well. Over.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was talking to Marcin about. Was the ACOM amp. I do have the original ACOM 2000A, the tube amp, GU74B, pair of GU74B, and I have it for 15 years, and that thing is still working great, fully automatic, and very clean signal. So I do have that amp, and Marcin was looking for which amp to buy. He was looking into OM power versus the ACOM, and this is the third QSO we were discussing that. And I prefer the ACOM over any other amp there because they have a very good quality.
Yeah, now some people say I think the new valves or tubes that they're using are coming from the People's Republic. Over.
Well, it doesn't matter where it's coming from as long as they're good quality tube. Who cares? Who makes the iPhone? One of the best devices people use. That's coming from the People's Republic. So, if the people have these biases, all I care about is quality and does it do a good job. I care less about where it originated from.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you're well set up anyway. I have the ACOM 1000 as well, which is a small little one. You know it, and I have that about nearly 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and I was going to sell it, but I said no, I won't. So from time to time, I switch it on and I use it for a while. Over.
Yeah, it's a good idea to keep the tube amp used. You don't want to let them sit for a long time. And that's what I did. I basically brought the ACOM 2000 back into shack here. And now I actually use it with all my Yaesu radios. So all my 3 Yaesu radio goes through the ACOM 2000A. My ICOM has actually its own amp. It's got a PW2 solid state amp. And Anand is either on my Flex PGXL amp or my homebrew amp. Either one will do it. So pretty much I try to use all the amps while I can. Keep them exercise and warm up,
Yeah, now out of curiosity, what microphone are you using on, are you on the G2 or the 7000, over?
G2. Actually, I just sold my 7,000. A friend of mine was looking for 7,000, and you can't get them anymore. So I just sold the 7,000. It's gone. So I am on my G2.
Yeah, okay. So what mic are you using, over?
I use the same microphone for all of them, which is RE27.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, well, I know our good friend in Kuwait. He has a few different mics at his disposal. So I think he was on the Neumann last week, and I think this week he's now on the Ori 20. And I was having a discussion with him, and he was thinking of getting an SDR radio. So it's a kind of a, how can I say, it's something that he never had, but he's interested, over.
Yeah, we spoke about it last time, and he wanted to sell his TS990 first before he buys the Anan radio. That's what he mentioned. But I think he likes that 5,000 too much. That 5,000 sounds great, what he has. And I have multiple different microphones myself. I got Shure SM7B. I got I got at least 6 or 7 different microphones here. But I'm done with it. I like my RE27. It stays there, and it's connected to all my radios via switch. So it's pretty much same microphone going through all radios, which kind of help balancing all the radios to the same output and same video quality.
Yeah, Roger, and I'm just out of curiosity, are you feeding that mic directly into the radio, or are you on VAC, over?
I'm sorry, John. Come again?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, the mic. Yeah, a little bit of QSB on that one. But yeah, are you feeding the mic straight in, or are you using VAC, over?
No, I'm using a CMAGO. Basically, the VAC really is a CMAGO. I don't go anything direct in the SDR radio. I never use that. I always use a VAC or CMAGO.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'm the same as well. I remember when I got it first, I played around with just connecting in, but no, I moved over to VAC. Well, Mukesh, always great hearing you. I look forward to more and many more contacts. And yeah, that's interesting. We'll see how our good friend in Kuwait works out. But till now, no one bought his 990. So have a nice evening. You were at one stage 20 over. It's dropped down a bit. Local time, Mukesh, is coming up to about 15 minutes before 2. So time for bed, over.
Yeah, QSL. I'm glad you stopped by, John, because I was checking with a few people, and I said, have you heard John? Because I haven't talked to you for a week, maybe more than a week now. So I'm glad that you stopped by here and you found me there. Yeah, and I'm running a low power today. I'm running around 600 watts. And it's okay. It's working out fine. You're also 20 over here. Very, very strong signal, so condition is still good. Anyway, John, good talking to you, my friend. And I'll catch up with you soon. 7-3, my friend. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye to you, Mukesh. And I hope your wife has a nice time back in the old country and that she comes back safely, over.
Roger, my friend. I think she will enjoy the time. She's going to the knees of her, which when I came here, she was only 3 months old, and now she has a baby. So I'm sure she has a lot to talk about, and she's gonna have a lot of good time together. So I'm sure she will enjoy it. Anytime she's away from me, she'll enjoy, John. 7-3, my friend. ON80EI. This is Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf. 7-3. Good night.
Yeah, thank you, Mukesh. Great speaking as always. Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Bye-bye from Belgium, over.
All right, 7-3, John. Take care. Bye-bye.